Perhaps you've heard of Warren Buffett, the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway and one of the world's wealthiest people.
If you own stocks like you'd own a farm or apartment house, you don't get a quote on those every day or every week or anything. You look at the business.
While Buffett's net worth of $98.2 billion, thanks to the company he built over time, is impressive.
2 plane flights in 2 years, I mean, went to see my sister. I mean, just free at last.
The business tycoon is known for his ability to spot money-making opportunities, strike advantageous business deals, and make sound investments. It's especially important for young people who are just starting out in their careers and don't have a lot of earnings yet. They must develop solid money habits in order to save, invest, and have money work for them rather against them. Here are the 10 money habits that keep you broke forever. 10. Not getting into healthy money habits. If you're not disciplined with your spending and don't have a budget, it's easy to overspend and fall into debt. It's important to invest your money intelligently, instead of mindlessly putting it in savings accounts or cash. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors in history, advises people to invest in quality companies with a competitive advantage and reinvest their earnings. Buffett told the University of Florida in 2007 that it's best to develop good money habits while breaking bad ones. These simple methods can help you develop wealth instead of just watching others do it. 9. Not having a budget. Without a budget, it's easy to overspend on things you don't need, like eating out too much or buying things just because they're on sale. It's crucial to remember that excessive shopping is one of the fastest ways to ruin your finances. To get ahead financially, track your spending and create a budget. These will help you be attentive of your spending habits and make smarter money decisions. Before we continue, we have a small task for you. Please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification to stay updated on our latest videos. 8. Insufficient emergency savings. No emergency funds is a major reason individuals are broke and destitute. Warren Buffett famously said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die." Emergency savings give you a buffer in case something goes wrong and life is unpredictable. If you don't have emergency savings, you're much more likely to end up in debt if something unexpected happens. It's always better to save 10% of your income. I think spending 105% of your salary is foolish and causes all kinds of difficulties. I get letters from people every day about the 2 primary reasons they don't have emergency reserves. The first is that they don't earn enough money, making it hard to save anything, and the second is that they spend whatever they earn, instead of saving for a rainy day. To break the cycle of poverty, you must start building an emergency fund. Save at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses to cover yourself if something goes wrong. Start small, even $5 a week can mount up over time. 7. Keeping up with the Joneses. If you're like most people, you're probably keeping up with the Joneses, the family down the street with the new car, big house, and perfect life. They always seem to have money, and you can't help but wonder how they do it. The truth is that the Joneses are probably just fakers. Change your money habits if you want to be like the Joneses or better off. Start by saving money instead of spending it, and put at least 10% of your income into savings, so you have a cushion to fall on when times are tough. By following these simple tips, you can stop chasing after the Joneses and cover yourself if something goes wrong. Start small, even $5 a week can add up over time. 6. Not keeping track of your expenses. Not knowing where your money is going is a surefire way to lose money. If you want to get ahead financially, you need to be aware of your spending patterns, so you can make changes where necessary. Too many people just wing it with their money, and as a result, they never really know where their money is going. This lack of awareness can keep you stuck in a cycle of debt and financial struggle. To avoid this, make sure to track your spending carefully, so you know exactly where your money goes each month, and can make changes as needed. Buffett says to write down every expense in a simple ledger, so you always know where your money is going. This may seem like a boring thing to do, but it's important if you want to get a handle on your money. Once you keep track of your spending, you can start making changes that will help you save money and reach your financial goals. 5. Impulse buying. We've all done it. You see something you want and buy it without thinking. This is called an impulsive purchase, and it's a major money habit that can keep you broke and poor. Impulse purchases are often unnecessary and can quickly add up, so it's important to take a step back and consider your spending habits, which are usually driven by emotions. Make a list before shopping to keep focused and avoid buying unnecessary items. Stick to a shopping budget to avoid splurging on unneeded products. Avoid shopping when you're upset. You're more likely to make impulsive purchases you'll regret. If an item is on sale, but you're not sure you need it, wait a day or two before buying it. You may find you don't need it after all. 4. You don't diversify. If you're not diversified, you're in for a lot of trouble. Buffett said that diversification was a way to protect against ignorance. This is because diversification is the key to reducing risk and making sure that your portfolio can handle any storm. You'll be able to make up for any losses in one area with gains in another. Without diversification, you're putting all your eggs in one basket, which is a recipe for disaster. If you want to stay financially stable, make sure you diversify your holdings. 3. Lacking a financial plan. If you're like most Americans, you probably don't have a personal financial plan. In fact, Schwab's 2021 Modern Wealth Survey found that only 33% of American adults have a written financial plan. It's easy to make bad money decisions that can leave you broke and in debt. For example, you may be tempted to buy things you don't need on a whim or decide on big life expenses on the spot. Not having a plan for your money can also cause problems, like not having enough saved for retirement or not being ready for unplanned events. If you want to get ahead financially, you need to make a written financial plan. Start by setting goals for yourself and your family. Then make a budget and track your progress over time. You may also want to work with a financial planner to help you get started. 2. Spending a lot of money on taxes. Paying taxes are an important part of living in a society. Taxes help pay for the government and the common good, but they can also be a burden, especially when they are high. Some people may try to avoid paying taxes, but this is usually not possible or a good idea. In the end, everyone needs to pay their fair share of taxes to keep the society going. You can pay your taxes and save money in a number of ways. One way is to use a tax advantage account like a 401k or an IRA. Itemizing your deductions is another way to save money on your taxes. You can deduct things like mortgage interest, donations to charity, and medical costs. You can also use tax credits, which can lower your tax bill by up to $1,000. Lastly, if you can't pay your taxes in full, you can try to work out a payment plan with the IRS. 1. Lifestyle inflation. If you make $50,000 per year but spend $40,000, you're living on the edge of financial ruin. Inflation can further eat away at your purchasing power, making it even more difficult to keep up with your extravagant lifestyle. Lifestyle creep can be dangerous because it means you're never really making progress toward becoming wealthy. Instead, you're just treading water. To avoid lifestyle creep, you need to be aware of it and make a conscious effort to keep your spending in check as your income goes up. 50% of your salary should go toward necessities like housing and food, 30% should go into luxuries, and 20% should be saved or invested. It doesn't matter how much money you make if you don't know how to manage it. And if you have these 10 habits, you'll never find your way out of being broke. Let us know about your opinions in the comment section below. And if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any future uploads.
It's everything. I mean, I write a little bit about the annual report, but the choosing what you do and who you do it with